Hello everyone. I'm gonna do another video on some caricature practice. This is a little bit of practice on perspective. Yeah, I'm gonna start with a Lee Mack. I guess I should probably get right into it. This paper is pretty thin, so I'm going to actually rip out a page and use the cover because it does tend to bleed a bit. Yeah, it's not particularly good paper. This was cheap stuff, but this is not really for a client. It might go up on my wall or something, but we'll see. All right, so Lee Mack has a very sort of regular looking face. It's very square on top and oval. But let's start with the hair. I was saying in my last video that there are two things that really seem to make art work, or the two keys to good art. And it was another artist friend, Camille Carreno out of Colombia, who lives in Chicago, who told me that it was really just line control and form that will allow you to do more or less whatever it is you want. And I think he's certainly correct in that, from what I can tell. This is not my typical way that I do hair, but I'm kind of trying to multitask. To be honest, even talking while I do this is perhaps less than ideal. All right, he's got quite the beard. Do you want to put in a chin line? That's not the best of chin lines. You really want to do strong, deliberate looking strokes in these. It's better to have a deliberate looking line that is inaccurate, in my experience, than a line that's exactly where it needs to be without any confidence behind it. All right, so time to switch to my smaller Tombow, I think. This is some paper that doesn't really slide around much. I don't know that I need, yeah, that's not smearing. No, it's not smearing. All right, so eyebrows first. He's, oh, there goes my light. Oh, technical difficulties. All right, so, all right, it looks like it's the nose. It's gonna make him look the Lee Mackiest. Not the easiest nose shape, but he's definitely got something like that going on. That might have gone too far. Although he does have the skin of the upper eyelid kind of combining. All right, so let's do the underside of this eye. And yeah, the tear ducts are not usually something that I focus on getting, but here they seem almost prominent. And he's got smile lines under the eye. Whether to push or pull your lines, whether you drag them or push them, is kind of just something I've been doing basically by intuition. I am going to zigzag the hair here because unlike yesterday's practice session, this is a much fuller beard. All right, so let's get this top part of the lip. And he's got kind of a tiny mouth here at least. I don't know if I feel too good about that line, but or many of these lines, honestly. But it's a learning experience. This is why we practice. And as I get more and more of these zigzaggy beard hairs in, I feel less regretful about it. All right. I may even go back in with the larger marker, but just zigzagging around, trying to fill this in. Certainly not always what you want to be doing. I still never know whether someone's in this building with me. It feels kind of haunted sometimes. But I'm going to try and ignore that. There's a lot of weird, creaky sounds in these big old mansions. And many of them come from me because the squeaking of the chair sometimes sounds very much like a critter running around in here. But so far, I haven't seen any actual evidence of critters, just scaring myself like ghost sounds. All right, so teeth. Teeth are weird. He's got some kind of buck teeth. So I'm going to do the gum line and the outside, and then tinier teeth. Yeah, that looks like Mac. All right, shading under the iris. I couldn't come up with the name of the organ. It really does take up a lot of your brain power when you're making these in the moment. But I'm trying to get better at speaking as I make them, because that's going to be part of the crowd work. All right, let's get some more gum lines in here. I'm going to have to give him a bottom lip at some point. Oh, did I already do hair over it? I did. All right, well, that's okay. We'll just give him a big, strong line for the bottom lip. And that's that's not the best line. I don't know that there's an easy solution to that one. All right, try and improve here. Yeah, that's a Lee Mac for sure. Let's do. All right, now. A few things could have gone better in this, but I'm not. All right, let's make it more obvious what I was trying to do with this shape. Yeah. And then this sort of darkened side of the eye kind of is a stand-in of sorts for eyelashes because he doesn't have any visible ones here, and I don't really feel like giving him any. I'm gonna try and figure out how to get this highlight to this nose. Okay, so he's definitely got, yeah, something more like that going on. And it's square at the bottom. But once again, these are not the strongest of lines, but I think I've made him look a little bit more like himself. I'm gonna keep filling in some of this black of the teeth, or the black between the teeth, rather. And get some bottom teeth in there. Yeah, that looks more like him. I will say that I like that the single knot has become more standard in ties as I've gotten older because I really hate trying to tie anything other than that. Um, but I think this is pretty self-explanatory. I think you see the lines and you just it's mostly practice. I'm not even really sure that I could explain what it is that I'm doing other than um, to show it. And yeah, it takes a long time to kind of get to this point, but yeah, if you do want tutorials, I would definitely watch the videos by James Thomas and Tom Richmond, and Mr. Alani J does some excellent quick ones. A lot of short form content, ton of subscribers. I'm not looking to really gain a huge following here, um, but every subscriber helps. I think I got like 17 or 18 right now. Um, and yeah, I despise self promotion and much about the digital economy in these days, but I do appreciate every view I get, and thanks for watching. Yeah, that's how I draw my caricatures. Every time I look at this thing, I want to change some other thing. Yeah, let's make that look a little bit more deliberate, and let's give him top lines on these eyebrows. I feel like I'm missing something here, but oh, okay, yeah, that looks better already. I don't know if that was the best decision, but yeah, good enough. Maybe another couple of lines here. He's got a very expressive face. Yeah, brilliant comedian. Love to watch him. Um, Real treasure of the United Kingdom. But yeah, I think that's about as much work as I'm going to do on this one. Anyways, this is what I've been practicing and hopefully working live relatively soon. Wow, that took much longer than the last one, but yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.